One Punch Man chapter 160 is out and I'm a bit late on it, but don't worry, we still gotta review it. So I think the biggest question here is, will Garou be able to survive one punch more than usual? Because Saitama is the One Punch Man and now Garou has now perfected his perfect fist karate chop. And he is quite strong as well, but the question truly is, will he survive more than one punch? And I think yes, but nonetheless this will be a pretty interesting fight to see in the upcoming chapters. We start off the chapter with Sweet Mask and he is carrying Metal Band because he got knocked the F out in the last two chapters, and he sees Manako and he's like, hey, wait a second, what is this little monster doing there with Flashy Flash? What he does not know is that they have quite become friends, him, Flashy Flash and Saitama, while they were inside of that huge ass monster ship breathing thing. But hey, don't worry, Sweet Mask, Manako, she's just trying to wake him up because Flashy Flash is out of conscience. You see a panel of Sweet Mask and he is going in for the punch and Manako sees it and she's scared as shit, but don't worry because in comes the savior, and he is still on his surfboard, on his giant airplane military warship surfboard. Saitama comes in there in the split second where Sweet Mask was going to punch and kill Manako, and it's quite funny because the ship is coming, splitting the two of them, and one is flying on the one side and the other one is flying on the other side, so we have this split of two groups because of that huge ass battleship. But it will be very helpful later on, because this is the reason why all of them still can get out of there, all the remaining heroes. Quite funny is we see the reaction of King to that battleship and he's like, holy shit, Saitama, where are you? We need your help. Funny is how there's a little pointing arrow and it's pointing onto the ship, because what King does not know, but what we know, is Saitama is on that ship and he's still surfing like a madman. He's a pro surfer. So the remaining heroes come in with Fubuki and Fubuki is like, hey King, very well done, you've saved Tatsumaki, my big sister, but yeah, it was not him, it was Blast, but just continue. Fubuki is still on that fan club shit. She's like, the new builds that grew up has finally arrived and we are here to help you out, King, and also you, Tatsumaki. I'm like, Fubuki, what are you still doing with this fanboy club thing around you? Do you want that badly to be famous and to be a higher ranked hero? I mean, like, didn't you learn anything from Saitama? At the end of the day, go friggin' marry Saitama and you will be better off. But whatever, she's trying to help and respect that, right? So she's there with the group and then there's this one dude in the background and I was like, who the fuck is this guy? But then King had the exact same reaction as me. He's like, who the fuck are you? It is Tank Top Master, but he seems like he's gained some weight and now he's Fat Top Master. But how the hell did you gain that weight again, Tank Top? Did you pull a pig out and ate some monsters? What did you do? And he looks quite funny. He remembered me, remember Gotenks when Goten and Trunks fused and the fusion went wrong and they got Fat Gotenks? You remember that one and was like, ooh, Fat Top Master now? Tank Top, where are your muscles? They're all gone, so you need to hit the gym right away, right? He's carrying a Darkshine on his shoulders, he has a Fang and his other master, and he's like, yeah, yo, I got the heroes and now we're gonna save all of you. Fubuki is trying to heal her sister because they are betting on Tatsumaki. Why? Because she has the best powers out of all of the group and she could maybe teleport all of them right away if she had a bit of energy left. Because Tatsumaki is a monster. We have a little shot there from Fat Top Master, Tank Top Master, and he's like, oh hey Tornado, don't die on me, we need to have a rivalry. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. You're still thinking of rivalry, you're not even 1% of her powers, so who do you think you are? It's like when Tenshin Han back in the day was still measuring himself with Goku after he has returned from Namek and had Super Saiyan. I was like, get the hell out of here, you will never reach him. And then same with you will never reach her. What the hell are you doing, man? Just save everyone, and that is what he's trying to do. He's pulling up all of the heroes, and you can see Darkshine, he's like this ball, looking like Ronnie Coleman. He's like, lightweight baby, and he's trying to hold them, and he's like, hey kid, yo, I'm gonna throw them onto that ship so we can be on safety. You need to go onto that ship and catch them for me. Of course, King pulls his plot armor and he's like, oh no, wait. If I use the king catching technique, they will all get crushed. So you better not do that, and we find another way, right? We need psychic powers. That's it. Not gonna work like that. Then it happens, he looks again onto the ship and he sees Saitama! Saitama is there and he's looking like, okay, hey, what can I do next? But King sees him and he's like, yes, Saitama is there, I have my plot armor back. And then he's trying to be the cool, mighty king and he's like, don't worry guys, we got this. Just stay here and do nothing because plot will save us. And he meets Saitama with that. Everyone is looking back, it's like, shit, the ship is coming, what are you doing? But then we see Saitama, he's trying to move to the left, then he stops the huge ass surfboard battleship with his stomp. The ship is starting to slow down because of Saitama's stopping technique motion, and he just hit brake on that thing. So it slides off, it was like this from the front, but due to Saitama's huge ass brake, it is now on that way and it's coming to a slow. Everybody's freaking out like shit, we're gonna get crushed, but don't worry, Saitama planned that out to the last millimeter. So you are all safe. Don't worry guys. And quite funny is, I had to look twice on that panel. Saitama is standing like this and then he looks up and is like, okay, I need to go away from here. But he calculated that so well, he knew the ship will now stop on itself right in front of the people, right in front of the heroes and king. And Saitama is jumping away. And I'm like, okay, where are you jumping? We find out later, oh shit, he jumped to Garou. So face-off time. Water is coming also, but Tank Top Master is stating, oh look, that angle of the ship deflected the waves, the oceans, and we have this beautiful panel how the water is covering upside and it just don't hit them. But then also that splitted second, one of the two halves of that centipede monster that Garou split in half last chapter is also falling down on top of that battleship. So here's the battleship, the centipede monster fell down and the heroes are on that safe spot. But the water is still coming in from left and right. And then you would think like, okay, how do they get out of there? Saitama, what did you calculate that? He did not, because Pig God comes in and he's again a fat fool. Looks like he has back his normal form now after eating that dead monster carcass. Tank Top Master is like, hey King, yo, great call on that one. I knew we could trust you. You know what to do. And King is just finished shedding himself again. He's like, I say, Saitama, you just always on the edge with us. What the hell are you doing to us, man? I have no more power left. I have no more patience left. So the waves are coming from left and right to that one spot that was not covered with water where the heroes are. And of course, Fubuki is reacting to it and she's like, we got to get out of here. But Pig God comes in, right? But he's running on the top side of that centipede monster. He's coming through the waves. He's putting everyone in his mouth. He has everyone in the safe spot or not. Maybe they're devouring inside his stomach now. And then he jumps away from there, so the heroes are safe. Then we come to the end part of the chapter, which I think everyone waited to find out now, and we all waited for this one final thing, the standoff between Saitama and Garou. Garou was wondering to himself, where did that ocean monster go, because he did not see that Saitama beat that thing 3 chapters ago. Doesn't matter, because Saitama lands in front of him. Saitama sees Garou and he's shocked. He's like, what the hell are you supposed to be? Are you a monster? Half monster? Hero? What the hell are you? So it's quite interesting now. What will Garou tell him? Will he be like, yeah, I'm a monster, or I am a half monster, or no, I am just a guy who hunts down monsters and heroes? We'll see. But the interesting question here is, will Garou be able to survive more than one punch from Saitama? And if he is actually now in the spot where he can give Saitama a decent fight? That is the question. I'm still on this side like, nah, but maybe he will be now the one who can give Saitama a pretty good battle. So we gotta see if this will work out and how this will end between the two of them. So I think Garou will still be on the good side of the hero side, but he will be more like this Lone Ranger ass, and he somehow has to revert back into his normal looking form and the monsterification he needs to have as a transformation. This should be pretty interesting. So with chapter 161, a huge ass interesting battle is about to start. Tell me your thoughts of the chapter. I thought it was quite interesting because we have now this summed up thing and this war finally ending, and now we are going to the next arc hopefully with a lot more things to discover. Leave a like, leave a sub. I gotta catch you guys later. Still, one punch your way out of everything, right? Yeah!